Hello and welcome back to the Madman with a live stream. Yeah, it's a mouthful. Madman with a Box live stream, our weekly live stream where we talk about all the Doctor Who news that is circulating around the web, whether it's real, whether it's fake, whether it's funny. We'll talk about it.
We're stupid.
Just goddamn stupid. I'm here with Professor Pixel. Jimmy is still on hiatus. He is the what would be the Doctor Who equivalent to this?
He's in his wilderness years.
He's in the wilderness years. Yeah, we're the BBC, and we're saying that we'll bring Jimmy back when it's just right. When the formula is just right, we'll bring him back. Okay.
That means we have to ship him off to the America.
Yeah, we'll ship him off. Yeah, but he's American, so we can't ship him off to America. Well, what's the next
What's
best?
What's the America equivalent for America?
Who knows? Wow, Chris is clean
Canada.
shaven. He's trying to
Clean shaven.
I had to shave. I shaved recently because, yeah.
I need to shave too.
Short hair with a beard doesn't work well with me, so I'm like, I'll shave.
Yeah, it is looking a little darker, I will say.
He's still giving me Predator vibes.
Fuck you.
not Arnold Schwarzenegger hit film.
How's your children? How's they doing?
Don't say that. Jesus Christ. What a way to start. What a way to start.
What are we going to be reviewing later?
So, at the end of the stream, we'll be reviewing the two-part Series 2 finale, Army of Ghosts Doomsday. The much better Doomsday than the current Doomsday.
Only Doomsday.
There's 4 from Doomsday, okay? Okay. It might not be the best, but it still exists, okay? It's official. But before we get into that, we have our week of news, and Pixel, stop. That's not a Baja Blast, so that's not acceptable.
If it was Baja, it would have been okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll do better next time.
Right
now I have to drink Blood My Enemies.
Fanta?
That's at the blood. It's called a cheer wine. See.
All I saw was like an orangey can. I thought it's either Fanta or Sunkist.
Red.
Yeah, we don't have that here.
No, you do not. It's American.
Yeah. Pixel's certain British.
Just a wee bit, perhaps. Who knows?
Just a wee bit. Hang on. I got a text.
bit strange, isn't it?
A bit strange. Oh, governor, it's a bit strange, isn't it?
We have just lost 15 subscribers in that short span of me.
What's a dentist? What's a dentist, governor? Never heard of this dentist.
What are you trying to do? That sounds like if Jimmy Stewart was trying to put on a British accent.
Right. I've never heard Jimmy Stewart speak, so I can't comment on that.
You don't know Jimmy Stewart who talks like this from old movies?
I'm not American. I don't know about your make.
You don't know old movies?
Again, I don't know about your folklore. I don't know.
Have you seen Rear Window?
No.
Oh, right. We've actually.
And that sounds like a porn.
It's not.
It sounds like a porn title. It's Rear Window.
No, it's not. It's really good. What about It's a Wonderful Life?
I know about that. I've never seen it.
Wow. You know.
I'm ageist. I hate old films.
Jimmy Stewart. Who knows? Okay. I'm kidding. Classic guy. Oh my gosh. Are you telling me that I'm Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart? I don't think I'm Brigadier.
That's an insult to the Brigadier.
That is an insult to the Brigadier. I wish that I could appear like the Brigadier.
I'd rather he'd stay a Cyberman.
Fuck you. Okay. Into this. this.
Into the news, yes. You'll need more than a universal translator to work this out. So, WhoSpy is back again with some very cryptic stuff that's telling us nothing because it's not like that we're 2 months out. But this picture with some weird alien language that doesn't seem to be able to be translated. Interesting. So, it's a language that is older than what the TARDIS can translate. This has happened before. In my favorite series 2 two-parter, The Impossible Planet, Satan Pit, a language that can't be translated. So, does this mean that our foe, that Neil Patrick Harris, is an incredibly old being, celestial toy maker even?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And we're going to talk more about that later with more that WhoSpy shows us. But before that, we have to address a little bit of a something. If this will go ahead and delete like I have to do. Meep! It's
Yes,
Mary
so
Margoyle.
we have our confirmation that Mary Margolyes will be voicing Meep, will be voice of the Meep, not Beep the Meep. The Meep, it's Beep the Meep. But again, we knew this.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They had to officially announce this. Do you know why?
Because she accidentally spoiled it.
She spoiled it in her new book.
Yeah, so she released a book recently, and it spoiled that she was voicing this character in Doctor Who. So they're like, "Oh shit, time to announce it." Even if that book never released, we knew straight away that she was voicing Beep the Meep. Kind of like how Yasmin Finney was playing Rose, Donna's daughter, and then a few weeks ago they did the confirmation. It's like Yasmin Finney is playing Rose. Rose Temple?
They confirmed it a while ago, but they confirmed her name. We knew she was the daughter. They said she was the daughter pretty much soon after the press statement, but within last week they referred to her as Rose Noble, not Temple, not Noble Temple.
Even then, we already knew what her character was, so
who wouldn't want to be called Temple Noble or Noble Temple? I mean,
Noble Temple.
Yeah, Noble Temple. Yeah, but my favorite thing is the quote.
I'm relieved I got to work on Doctor Who before I die. With sci-fi, you never know. Thank you for making an old woman very happy.
Apparently, she's been in Big Finish before.
She has. I think she has.
So, yeah, when somebody says, I see how it is.
I see how it is. Nick Briggs is like, oh, okay.
Nicholas Briggs is fine with it. He's fine. It's not him. It was other people. Okay. I talked about this a few weeks ago, I think. But here is an official page. You can go ahead and pre-order now. The 13th Doctor Who magazine comics are finally getting a graphic novel collection. Yippee.
Interesting. I'm surprised that it took them a while.
It did take a wee bit, didn't it?
Because I've already seen my comic books like my comic book stores like direct orders, like pre-orders, have got the Liberation of the Daleks available to pre-order because it comes out in November. I'm like, okay, maybe. But then again, at the same time, there's also orders for like 2 of the magazines and a special, the David Tennant book, the 10 Days of whatever it's called. That's also coming out. So I'm like, okay, those seem more important than Liberation of the Daleks, so I'm gonna get those.
Liberation of the Daleks is important.
Is it though? Is it really? Because
the most
not read it and still not be lost.
I mean, yeah, it's going because our good pal RTD
I
Our
didn't know
good
it was like
pal,
Bloodstone.
our good pal RTD, Jimmy's
Love
Jimmy's
interest.
love, lost love. He fumbled the bag. Um, but no, RTD, he's gonna obviously make it, so you don't have to read this. But it does like get rid of the sonic screwdriver that we've seen within the past 5-6 years now, right?
Yeah.
I know it doesn't feel like that because we've only got 3 seasons, but that's neither here nor there. It's been that long. And then we don't know. Maybe they'll show the new TARDIS interior in there first. Give us a preview.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Save for the show.
And I'm neither here nor there. The most important thing is that it gives a little time, so that way Big Finish has a little area to work with. Yeah,
Not how it's gonna work. That's not how it's gonna work.
That's right.
No, I don't want to see. I don't want to hear 14 and Big Finish because it's gonna make no fucking sense.
But if he has some time that he's bouncing around before,
No,
yeah.
no, that's the one thing I'm gonna be against is 14 being in Big Finish because it would.
So you're not gonna buy it if it happens.
It would be no goddamn sense. I mean, I love David Tennant, but like, it's gonna make no goddamn sense. I think the only acceptable gap is that if he is also one of the other doctors that goes back to save Gallifrey in Day of the Doctor. That's it. Because at least the novelization hugely implies it is more than just those doctors there. Every doctor after 12. Because the 12th Doctor, it's described as a blizzard of TARDISes covering the sky, which is a lot if it's a blizzard of TARDISes. That's the only exception. Nothing else. I don't want him having random adventures with the fucking cousin's lawyer's next door neighbor of the Jagrafess. Like, it's not gonna make sense. Nick Briggs, don't get any fucking ideas about this.
Let me have some fun. I can see it.
You have enough fun.
Don't you need David Tennant with David Tennant in a 10-14 crossover? Yes, you do.
No.
It's
gonna make no bloody sense.
It'll make enough bloody sense.
Hey, Sean. Welcome.
Yes.
There's a lot of Twitter pages open.
This is where we mostly get our news from. And if Elon makes us pay for it, we're not going to have news anymore. It's going to be just a review channel. It's going to be...
He's not going to make us pay for it. He's an idiot. He can't commit to anything.
I don't even believe that. Like, not to get into the depths of it, I don't think that's going to happen.
Plus, he's an idiot.
Yeah. This was a post that Jimmy shared saying that wouldn't it be cool if he looked a little more different?
That would have been good. Like visually kind of different. It's like, yeah, he looks like 10, but like with actual different variations aside from age and clothing.
And then you
doesn't have to be like it doesn't
him having like some Big Finish time too.
No.
See, like, you're not on the right side of things. You're not having a good time with it. You gotta have fun.
On the right side of history. Is that what you're trying to imply?
That's right. Be on the right side of history. Don't be with the haters.
Also, I'm gonna say this. Hot take. 14's outfit is much better than 10's.
Oh, that's not a hot take. That's true. Like both the 10's outfits.
I love 10's outfits. The brown one, his main one, perfect with the coat, awesome. I've in recent years a newfound love of the blue one because it contrasts the brown overcoat much better.
It does.
But this one, where it's an inverse, where it's like it's the brown, it's a variation of the brown, different style. It's not a full suit because it's essentially just a blazer. I'm not a blazer, waistcoat. It's just the waistcoat, and has the blue coat instead. Genius. Whoever came up with that costume design, genius. Love it.
It's Sean 14 looking like a gorgeous villain. And that. I think. Well, I was going to make a joke. Where's our master doctor?
We already had that.
I know. Fucking Chebno, why? Why you ruin everything? Next, the glitches are back. Yes, it's a new trailer, and this code is deciphered. It says roughly. Okay, no, we're not doing that. It says roughly. Here it is. Their time has come. Indeed.
Ishan says, I believe it's partly because we are so used to 10's outfit that 14's feels like a phrase. Yes. Probably that's why.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, this is what it translates to. Their time has come. Saturday, 23rd September. And I guess 6:10. I didn't realize it was that specific, but here we go.
What does that mean? We won't know for like another 2 days.
Yeah. Basically.
It's probably going to be like... I'm going to say... Yeah, it's going to be another trailer, but date reveals.
Good. Because now we know... we need to know...
We're 2 months out, and we've only got the vague idea November, because that's the anniversary month.
Yeah. And we're going to be...
So I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be the episode, as Sean says, episode air dates. So we have a good idea of when this is actually going to start. Because I've seen a lot of people being like, oh, it's actually going to start in 2 days. It's like, no, that is like so near. And it's just out of the blue that they would just be like, okay, it's dropping now. This isn't like a game on Xbox Game Pass where they just shadow drop it. Like...
Yeah, there is. This also didn't help. WhoSpy posted this, and then posted Tuesday to Thursday, 9:30 a.m. That's the main note here on this little computer. Yeah, but we don't know what that means either. We've been waiting. Nothing's come up.
Stop giving us riddles.
We're tired of your riddles, man. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Another thing. I guess I'm the biggest. Fuck. I should have just stuck with a computer webcam. I was saying words. Channel 5 has just pulled Dirty Dancing from their schedules for this Saturday, the 23rd.
I don't think I can continue this live stream anymore. I'm devastated. How dare they? Channel 5, explain yourselves. Okay, Dirty Dancing is a rite of passage that everyone should go through, and I just feel like that. Don't say this to me.
It's okay. It's okay, Chris.
Now, the thing is, the reason why Pixel is bringing this up is because that is the same day this supposed new Doctor Who related thing is dropping on the 23rd.
Mm-hmm. If people are speculating, listen, I do not hate the idea of them doing that, where they started, let's say, September, October, and then November would be the final one to celebrate the anniversary. Just boom. I feel like that would have been fine. That's not what's going to happen at all.
No.
And
also, they haven't, aside from obviously, okay, in the UK, it's going to be on BBC One. What about the rest of the world? They still haven't revealed that.
Yeah.
Our biggest indicators is that for the rest of the world, it's going to be on Disney Plus.
It's not on Disney Plus yet. So,
but it's not on Disney Plus yet. They haven't actually revealed if it's.
David Zaslav hasn't finished killing Max yet. I could go into a tangent about that, but I won't. Let's talk about something a little bit. Sorry, I'm going to do more WhoSpy before I talk about what I'm really excited for. WhoSpy, yes. Go ahead and posted a picture of this clown waiting for a new Doctor Who adventure be like. And it's the Celestial Toy Maker, guys. There's no doubt. Anybody that's saying, oh, it's RTD playing his tricks. Come on. Come on, man.
Be so funny if it wasn't. This just everything was red herrings.
That'd be too many damn red herrings.
It'd be pretty funny.
That just ticked me off really more than anything.
Aiden. Is that a clown or is it Jimmy?
We love Jimmy's here, guys.
What's that office meme? Here's two pictures of they're both the same thing.
They're both the same. They're the same picture.
Yes, it is.
Corporate wants you too.
Oh, so Aiden, since you're here, look what I also got. I know you got it recently.
It's Thera Dane.
I got it as well because I haven't actually properly watched Sarah Jane Adventures. It's aside from Class, which we don't speak of. It's the one spin-off I haven't properly watched. I've watched Torchwood, all of Torchwood properly. Can't remember a lot of it, especially Miracle Day. Sarah Jane Adventures is the one I haven't watched properly, so I decided pull the trigger, watch it properly.
You know, it's very funny because I haven't watched any of them not properly all the way through.
You got yourself a Doctor Who fan.
I know.
You probably haven't watched Dimensions in Time.
Oh no! Don't remind me.
You should watch it along with us. Hey, Aiden, if you're gonna start doing reviews on 50% or for Sarah Jane Adventures, I'd be down for that. I've finished watching all of Series 1 yesterday, so I'm now on Series 2. I pushed that back to watch the Doctor episodes in the Sarah Jane Adventures, but I'm gonna probably continue with Series 2.
WhoSpy?
Again, WhoSpy? Fancy a trip. Now, someone's pointed this out. It may seem very trivial. We've never seen the TARDIS door opened like that. Where it's the left door open, not the right. It's always the right one that's open. Are they hiding something?
It's a door.
But still, it's a staple of the show where it's the right side of the door that always opens, not the left side.
But they frequently open both.
Yes, it's either they open they fully open both, or they only open the right side. The left side is never opened like that.
Do you want me to scan through every single episode of Doctor Who to find the TARDIS with that door open? Throughout the entire history of Doctor Who.
Do it now.
All right. Okay, we're going to start now.
Sean says the only spin-off I have watched is Class. Ooh.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sean.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
the moment you've been waiting for.
I don't think it's the though. Speaking of the Master,
back in the 60s. Yeah, but isn't the whole thing the doors are actually opening wrong? Because doesn't the TARDIS point that out?
What?
The doors open outwards.
Yeah, pull to open. Always pushing. But now we got to see Somebody heard the Ryan Gosling rumors and was like, you know what? Let's do it. I gotta say, it's not a bad look.
It's not a bad look.
Not a bad look.
I would watch this.
I would watch it too.
I would watch this.
Oh my gosh.
Twitter, new Ryan Gosling personality just dropped.
This would be great. Oh my gosh, the clock. I didn't even notice it at first. The grandfather clock.
The old Master TARDIS. Yeah, grandfather clock. Yeah, it's great.
The only failure of this poster is that they used the wrong TARDIS. Right there. That's too blue, too dark. Throw it away. It's garbage. No.
It's not like official Doctor Who does that a lot of times. Like, what was it? The only one I can think of is Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, where the TARDIS on the postcard is Tennant's TARDIS, not 11's. I feel like, hey, there's two very big differences: the shade of blue and the symbol on the door.
How did you get Shooty's pose like that? It's just two images stuck together. So, but which ones? Because I don't remember him holding his hands like that.
It's just an obvious edit. Pixel, you know how Photoshop?
Yeah, it's just done very well.
Yeah.
He did a good job. Kit, you should feel proud. So,
one of the writer's strike effect filming on Doctor Who, or is it a US brand?
It's a US brand.
It's US. Like, Radio Times tried to make this whole thing is like, will the writer's strike affect Doctor Who? It's like, no, because it's
British.
British.
Has nothing. Yeah, they don't have the problems over there that we're having here. It's a whole bunch of mess. Yep, but it looks like they're preparing for maybe the next Christmas special.
Maybe. I was going to say for this one, but they've already done it.
2. They're supposed to be starting for Series 2.
Yeah, they're doing... Yeah. So...
Sorry, Series 2, which is Series 15.
Pixel Jimmy is in the StreamYard chat. He's saying, yo. Does he want to be let in? There he is.
Hello.
Welcome to the party.
Sorry, I'm a little late. It's my birthday. I had a family dinner. Then I had a comedy show.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say. You should have said, "Go away, I'm busy," and then hopped on here.
I mean, I had a comedy show as well, and my family were like, "Let's go see you," and so I did that. And then now I'm getting drunk.
Now you're what?
When are you not?
Getting drunk, eating some Lunchables.
Did you lace it with vodka? Like,
that's the drink it came with.
I will be getting drunk tomorrow. It's planned. It's happening.
Why?
I will not be getting drunk because I'm working tomorrow.
Well, I work tomorrow too.
I wish I was drunk.
He goes, I'm planning on quitting, but I'm going to get drunk while I do it.
No. After work, going to play board games and get drunk. Sounds like a good plan.
D&D? You got D&D?
No, we're just playing games.
Like, we're gonna play Yahtzee and Sorry.
Playing drunk Yahtzee.
Maybe we'll play Catan. I have Catan. Might bring that along.
Let's be honest. That Ryan Gosling master looked fantastic.
It looked good. Yes.
I want that more than most things, but nothing's ever gonna quench my thirst for Michelle Gomez Missy to return. But that's up there, close to it.
Well, you don't want the master to go, "Welcome, Doctor, to my Mojo Dojo Casa TARDIS."
That would be amazing. And it's got like a disco ball as like
it's
a centerpiece. Yeah. It just goes up and down.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Jimmy, it looks like Christmas specials are back properly because we're theorizing that they're filming for the next season and they got Christmas shit up.
You want to know what's pissing me off. We've seen set photos for 2 seasons worth of Christmas specials, and we haven't even got a single episode of new Doctor Who yet.
Yeah.
It's upsetting.
Come on, RTD. Just give it to us already. I don't care if it falls on.
But
on the
apparently
anniversary.
in like 3 days, we're going to get a trailer or something.
That's the theory. I'm gonna say it's revealing the episode air dates because we're like 2 months away.
You know,
But that's just a theory. Oh, theory. Thanks for watching.
They could do like a small trailer for each. You know how they did like the title reveal trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that, but for just really like air dates.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do.
Yep, that'd be cool.
It would be.
It's like finally I can plan my November if it's all gonna be in November.
Yeah, my November is already planned out. It's wait for Doctor Who.
We'll do that. Second week of November, meet Fraser Hines. Then everything else is anniversary.
Oh shit! That's right. You are meeting Fraser Hines. He's going to that Comic-Con.
Yes, he's going to Supernova.
Supernova.
When does the Evil of the Daleks novelization get out?
2 or 3 weeks prior in October.
You're going to get it?
I've already ordered it. So
there you go. I figured you'd have something for him to say.
I wanted to go to. It was either Rose City or Emerald City. I can't remember which one. Because Jody and Yasmin were going to be there, and I was like, oh, I want to go see them, and they canceled. So I was like, oh, there's no point in going anymore. It's like really no one else there I really want to meet.
These other celebrities don't care.
It happens so often.
What was that? You were in
Power
Star
Ranger?
Wars? Get out of here, loser. You're not a real celebrity. No one likes Star Wars.
Bro, what's up with Pixel's camera? Why does it look like he's using Bandicam from 2010? Am I wrong?
I don't know how bad. I look pretty smooth according to my side of things. Maybe
I do have to say, Pixel. I know I haven't been here for like that much, but it's a good thing I did because you gotta shave whatever the hell is on your lip, bro.
He looks like a predator. That's what I said.
And not a cool. There you go. That's better.
There we go. That's better.
Okay. Good to know.
Makes you. It's a little more like a predator now. It's more clear.
It's more clear.
Dude. You're like
the terrible quality was masking your predatorness. You're like, you almost got away with it, and then you switch the cams, and now everyone's like, "Yep, okay, lock them up."
You look like the Green River Killer from Seattle. Like it's just that guy.
I can't wait for Pixel's Netflix series that all the women are gonna like idolize. Oh my god, he killed and ate people, but oh, he's so cute.
I don't think they're saying that last part.
Oh no, that's mean.
Go ahead, drink harder, Jimmy.
You just look like you're about to tell your child don't play guitar because that's the devil's work. Like
what?
Rock and roll is for the devil.
Now,
I'm a preacher now.
If you listen to Aerosmith on Aerosmith Day, you're going to hell.
Hey, fuck you, man. Aerosmith's the greatest American rock band ever. I don't care what you say.
They're a rock band, yeah.
This
Chris, I will
is
shit on you, okay?
I don't think this is real. This can't be.
That's actually his account. He created it for like a watch-a-thon during COVID, and then never used it until now.
Because he used to have. I guess, yeah. I mean, that's cool. 40 the greatest standalone
check
TV
mark,
episode.
so fake.
That's not what
Excuse
I.
me, Elon.
There's no picture.
If you're not too busy screwing up your site,
cares.
get rid of this faker.
Anyway, But yeah, I guess everybody following him. That's why. But
Stephen
yeah,
W.
Link-
Moffat.
then Sherlock is
More
starting-
like Stephen L. Moffat. Am I right?
No, you're wrong.
Oh shit, Aiden was in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, clown. Fuck you, Aiden.
That was a great bet.
I heard you're filming a new indie movie. You think that'll finally make you big, huh? You're in Australia. 0 exports.
Sure.
Am I right or what?
And all the Hollywood films want to come to Australia. Yeah, Jimmy.
Get name 3.
Name
So-
3. I can name it. I can name at least
Then
a
do it.
couple comic book movies that came down here.
Oh, you mean the Thor one because that's where he lives?
Yeah. One of them.
To me, it just
Just
sounds
one.
like a guy who wants to be close to his family, and that I don't blame him.
I don't know. I haven't met his family. I don't know what they're like.
What? Okay.
Anyway, trailers. From Big Finish, Once and Future enters.
I'm
the
iffy on
hall-
this one.
Huh?
I'm iffy on this one.
You don't want to see the ninth or hear the ninth Doctor with the Unbound Doctor?
No, I watched it. I'm just iffy on it.
What?
It didn't intrigue me enough. You know?
I'm worried it's going to be nothing to do with Once and Future. So it could be like a great story, but have nothing to do with the degeneration plot, which has been
This is like Halo 5 all over again.
Don't remind me.
I
Although-
saw
also,
Halo 5
also-
book.
Also, Halo 5 did not have a good story. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying they had like a bunch of like offshoots that just kind of didn't really matter.
Oh, yeah. Watch
No, I was
this
like,
TV show. Listen to this podcast. Read these novels. Read these comics. They amount to not a lot, actually. So,
No, it popped in my head because I saw a Halo 5 book at like a thrift shop, and I was just like, "Oh man, Chris would be like losing his shit if he saw this right now."
I'd be like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I will say
Deserves to be in that thrift shop.
the trailer for the previous one was a little more intriguing.
That's because you had David Tennant and Michelle
Misty.
Gomez.
That's kind of a power
Yeah.
couple right there.
Yeah. And they're
Um,
fucking great in that story.
I'm still looking forward to this. I think it could be very good. Especially
It
knowing
has
what we know-
potential, but the
Uh-huh.
trailer didn't really sell it.
how the master is going right now. So, it's very cool. Big Finish also released another trailer. This one for the Box of Terrors. It
Not really a
is-
trailer, more like an excerpt.
yeah, it's an excerpt because it's not a collection of scenes. It's just one.
It's got
scene.
Omega and John Pertwee and Tom Baker. Like, I'm there.
I mean,
But-
it doesn't really. It's an audio novel read by John Coleshaw, which fantastic. I love John Coleshaw. Anything he can read the phone book, and I'm kind of invested.
Okay.
Pixel.
Yeah.
Don't lower your camera, okay?
Shit.
I
Please.
love John Coleshaw. Okay, he's great.
So do I. He's great. He's a goddamn powerhouse at Big Finish. The
Yeah.
Brigadier, Chameleon, the Master, both
Yep.
Delgado and the Ainley Master. He voices both of them. Now he's voicing 3 and 4.
And
to be fair,
Sarah
he-
Janes.
And 2 Sarah Janes. Well, to be fair, he was known for his Tom Baker impression, so it's like the perfect choice for
Here's
this
a
audio
question.
novel.
This popped in my head because I don't know why. I was like, right after you said 2 Sarah Janes, I was like, I just want to hug her, but like she's dead, but I can't. But it's like, which made me think like, if you could hug one person from Doctor who would it be?
I know Pixel's answer. It's Clara, isn't it?
You fucking dork.
You fucking dork. Fucking dork.
I would be
Clara.
far. I would be a best man.
It would be Clara.
Actually,
Which I would find understandable. I've seen Jenna Coleman recently. She still looks amazing.
She is stunning. But I was thinking more like a just a hug,
just a friendly hug. Okay,
a friendly hug. I was thinking Colin Baker.
With that mustache, I wouldn't put you too.
I wouldn't trust anyone with it. I'm not trusting anyone that stash.
My lord.
I'm thinking he has bad intentions. Don't come near me.
His first thing he says to her is like, "Hey, does this smell like chloroform?"
God.
I'm still thinking. While I think Jimmy, who would you want to hug from Doctor Who?
You mean hug? Wow.
I mean, if we're talking about sex, it's going to be RTD. But if we're talking about just hugging, I have a split decision on that. It's like either Tom Baker or Peter Capaldi. But I've seen Peter Capaldi hug in his first episode of Doctor Who.
With it.
Yeah. So, like, I can't choose him.
He's better at hugging than that.
So it'd probably be just David Tennant. So it's like,
damn, that was actually my choice. I'd if I hugged David Tennant, I would die.
Yeah, me too. Classic Who, it would be Tom Baker, but new Who, it would be David Tennant. I thought about Peter Capaldi, but I was like, he's too small. I just might engulf him.
Absorbalov? Is that you?
Oh, you asshole. You asshole. But yeah, so I think those are my two choices for classic and new. Chris?
Yeah, David Tennant.
What about classic?
Just overall. Oh, classic? From classic, let's see. Nicola Bryant, Perry.
Not Adric? You look like an Adric hugger.
No, not Adric. Ew. Sorry, Matthew Waterhouse, but no.
I don't know. Perry hug's a little bit of a different story too. But
Pixel would go in for a hug and just end up getting arrested for motorboating.
I would not. What the fuck?
Well,
no.
he'd be arrested for that stash first, but
I'm being bullied right now, and I really can't take it.
Well, you got that soul patch from 2009, didn't you? You're about to like bust out like a sad soul song.
I need a new razor, okay? Okay.
That's the reason?
Yeah.
Pixel's gonna bring out a guitar and be like, and I don't want the world to see me.
I don't think today
He's gonna sing the Nickelback song. He's gonna sing the Nickelback song from Spider-Man. World is a hero.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like, look at this photograph.
Look at this graph.
Every time I look, it makes me laugh. Anyway, last thing, and actually, it's unofficial. Josh Snares, good old pal
Josh Snares
of Chris's.
One of what?
But the Genocide Machine animation, he has worked. They have worked painstakingly. I apologize, but on the Genocide Machine, and yes, 4-part animated. I've recently listened to this, and I look forward to their work a lot, because that looks great. The Daleks.
And you've recently finished Chimes of Midnight, which they are also animating.
Yes, they are.
Hey, Josh, if you ever see this, Do you ever get tired of being so goddamn awesome?
Just being so talented.
Yeah, it pisses me off, man.
Edward
This
says,
does
when
look
does the
like great,
the
though.
proper Doctor Who series return? We don't know. Hopefully, on the 23rd we'll know.
Yeah. So we're hoping for a date soon. Yes. So that's pretty much it. That's the news. We finally.
Yay.
Yes. Do you know what we're talking about this week, Jimmy?
No idea.
Well, we're actually reviewing the Army of Ghosts and Doomsday.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good too.
Yes.
I
Sean
think
says,
it's-
I step out for 15 in the wilderness years then. Yeah, I know. Funny how that happens.
I think Doomsday and Army of Ghosts gets too much love.
Too much love?
Yeah, it's good, but it's not as good as everyone says it is.
I would say of RTD's finales, I would rank it probably the lowest.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking about it, I would rank it the lowest. Which doesn't mean it's bad or terrible. It's just the other finales are just much better.
The third one is by far like the shit.
Series 3?
Yeah, Utopia, shit.
Sound of Drums.
Sound of Drums, yeah. Like that shit is just the best. Cause like season 3 is probably one of the most perfect seasons because the lead up and like teasers like throughout Easter eggs throughout every episode was just masterfully put together. You know, that and season 1, Bad Wolf. Like all those two seasons.
Ashan says they would rank it the highest amongst the 4.
Well, they're wrong.
Really?
I mean, it doesn't get much wronger than that.
Here's the thing. I really did enjoy it. I love the Cybermen and the Daleks. Their little bitch fight.
Yeah, that's a good part. That's great.
You
so
will
much fun.
identify. You will identify. Daleks do not take commands. You have identified as Daleks. That's great. You are better in one respect. What is that? You're better at dying. It's great. And it's kind of in the background that moment because you're watching the Doctor try to get in contact with Rose, knowing that she's still alive at that moment. Because the Void Ship, which is a cool concept, I do like that. But I feel like Doomsday is actually the worst of the two. Army of Ghosts has a lot of like lead up to the reveal that the Daleks are in the ship and the ghosts are the Cybermen. There's a lot of energy going on. Torchwood finally coming into view. But then with Doomsday, it feels almost like an excuse to get rid of Rose. A little bit. Like
How else would you go?
I really
Get her out
hate
there.
that I'm agreeing with Pixel.
the Doctor says, I'm sending you to the other universe. You're never going to see your mother again. And so they try to do that reverse thing where they're like, oh, last minute, we'll change our minds. She'll stay with him. And then, oh, let's add a little tragedy instead. Of the Doctor just being cool.
Not to mention, Martha Jones in it was a slut. Freema Adgerman's character, yeah, she was getting down, bro.
Yeah, with one guy.
With one guy. That doesn't make her a slut.
Then she got converted and
got
was
the
Doing it
Cyber-
at work, Pixel. At work.
Okay.
When the fate of the world is at stake, she's doing it.
No.
That's some, like-
The fate of the world wasn't at stake in that moment.
Really? The doctor
Yeah.
was there.
Who knows when the Doctor will show up?
It was the cousin of Martha. I'm being facetious. But at the same time, bitch got the same genes.
Yeah, the cousin. cousin of Martha, because Martha
Yeah.
doesn't show up until next season.
That's
RTD.
true.
You know, you did a really great job. You want to come back? You killed me, sir.
Well, it's funny you say that because RTD would have originally planned for that character to be the companion, but then it was written and they filmed the death scene, so it's like, oh shit, I can't go back on this. It's like, hey Freema, I loved your work. You want to be the companion, but a different character?
I think that worked out for the better.
You know what's funny is she was supposed to have a major role in Torchwood. Like, she was going to be like going through Torchwood, Sarah Jane Adventures, and the other offshoot. I can't remember. There was like one more.
Class.
There was something else planned, I believe. And
Canine.
she was going to be like, she was going to be like the connecting tissue, but then before that, she accepted the Law and Order UK from Chibnall.
Ah.
So
she
Chibnall
would have been
ruined
like
something else again, and it's just upsetting.
So she would have been like MCU's Wong, just appearing in just literally everything.
Hey, we don't talk shit about Wong. We can talk shit about the MCU, but we ain't talking shit about Wong. That guy's a national treasure.
But no, Army Ghosts, great, solid setup. Doomsday, I don't hate Doomsday. Yeah, it does feel like they kept just backtracking on like getting rid of Rose, and then they're like, okay, we have to get rid of her. And then also the Cybermen are just sidelined in Doomsday, despite the fact that in part 1 they were the main, essentially built up to be the main antagonist, and then it's like, oh no, the Daleks are here. The Daleks are a much greater threat, so they take over.
That's because they're cool.
The main antagonist. They are. That's true. That's right. All the Cybermen just look the same, except the leader, with the black handlebars.
The Cult of Scarrow. I love the Cult of Scarrow.
Cult of Scarrow. Yes.
They're so cool.
I know.
They have names. They have names, really.
Are we not going to talk about the fact that Russell T Davies gave us one of the coolest memes of David Tennant in like early 2000s 3D glasses? That was awesome,
guys.
That was awesome.
Also, the well, like that, is like the well, like the angry well that he does. That's it. That's a very. That's
he actually got that from Tom Baker.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, like he actually said that. He got that from Tom Baker.
Well, this two-parter started quite a few things. The what? Alonzi.
Imagine if
Alonzi
was named Alonzo.
Yep, this is where Army of Ghosts is where Alonzi started.
Oh shit, that's cool.
When they go to when he goes to Torchwood, and he's like, "Let's go." And he says, "Alonzi, isn't that great to say Alonzi? You know, it'd be great if I met someone called Alonzo and I could say Alonzi Alonzo." And then Rose is like, "My mum's on board."
That's right.
How do you feel about this episode basically confirming that the Dr. Forks?
Dr. Forks.
Because that whole moment, well, now it's the four of us, the four of you. Yeah, a little baby on the way, and he says you're not. And
no, I think I think it's implied that he thought that Rose and Mickey.
No. The way he says it, why would he say it like that? If he's like, oh, that'd be good. Why would he be? You're not. Why would he be offended?
I don't know. I thought that would be
worried
because like
fucking jealous.
No, he's jealous. He's the winner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he's jealous.
No.
Plus, what? How's this confirmation that the Doctor fucks? First ever episode of Doctor Who. He has a granddaughter. You idiot.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Even Ashan agrees with me. Pretty sure it was referring to Rose and Mickey.
No, not at all. If you watch the scene, it is not that way at all. Like
it was definitely Rose and Mickey.
It was definitely Rose and Mickey.
Okay.
Who else could it have been besides Mickey?
him.
The doctor would have been surprised. He was kind of offended by it. You even said that yourself, which means it's definitely not his.
He was like,
if he's offended, why would he be offended if it's his?
Well, I mean, she's locked away in another universe with his child, stuck with his child. Yeah, no. Just the way he says it, it's not like
Mickey. It was definitely Mickey.
The implication that is he thought that those two got back together and had a child.
No.
It's definitely not his.
It's the other way around. It's the other way around.
Sean is saying
early
Pixel's clutching
2000s.
the straws here.
I'm telling you. Nope. Early 2000s television has this very specific way of being. You get it with Buffy, you get it with this. It's the same thing.
Well, we can find out when the child's born. No, I'm just kidding. We know it's the mom.
There's no child because she wasn't pregnant. It was actually Jackie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. But still, the way he says it. No.
Even then, the child comes out and it's just half black, and you're like, Mickey! Mickey's getting down for like revenge. Chris is muted. He's still like, "What the fuck?"
I know. Sorry, I got a phone call. That's all right. It was an unknown number. I'm not
answer it, and we'll talk to him on stream. That's cool.
No, it's probably just been an automated message and
it's a really good thing.
Something.
The person who's, I don't know the actual title, but the lady who's leading Torchwood, she was fantastic.
Yeah, Tracy Ann Oberman as Yvonne Hartman.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I wanted more of her.
Well, she's in Big Finish.
I didn't want it that bad.
It was what she was wearing, wasn't it, Jimmy? And how she was wearing it.
Her face kind of pissed me off. You ever look at people and you're like, I just want to hit you.
About me and Perry,
it's just your face, well, specifically your lip.
And what's above it?
What's resting on it? Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, she was great though in this. I'd really like to see like one more of her. That'd be cool.
Again, it does feel like a rush kind of thing. They had to get to an ending, rather than it ended naturally.
RTD writing himself in a corner? How dare you? It's not like he did that in fucking every season. It still worked out.
It still worked. It makes sense. But no,
I'm taking another shot. Whatever.
Oh God, Maranya, I'm not reading that. I'm
not reading that either. But anyway, let's going to final thoughts / ratings. Pixel.
Maranya.
As a whole, as a story,
of all time,
it might be a 7. 6.5 to a 7. Like, it's not bad. It's low because, like, there are iconic moments in it, yeah. But there's this weird feeling about it whenever you're watching it. And it was the second time watching it for me. So it's like, we
that moment
off this character
where, like, that moment where he, like, hugs the wall? I heard, like a theory that he was hugging it to, like, hear if there was any, like, leftover energy or connection to the other universe, and it didn't, and that's why he got upset and started crying.
Well, based off of their cues, it was like Rose stopped like she could sense something on the other side.
Well, the bitch was fucking emotional, and that's why she did it. But like him himself, he was doing it because, like, remember, like the girl in the fireplace where he listened to like the other universe. He put his ear against the fireplace and like he heard the other side of it. Yeah, that's kind of what he was doing to the wall.
Also, Chris, we should be talking. Obviously, we know that the Doctor in the very first episode of the show, he doesn't because looms.
We don't talk about that.
I have to go there. I actually think Army of Ghosts is like, it might be on its own closer to a 7.5, 8. Yeah. And then Doomsday just has so much good in it, but it's still disappointing. Rather than
it has some weird editing choices.
It doesn't have so much good. It has moments that are small that are really good, which makes it seem like it's better. But like if you just take it individually, it's not as good as the previous episode. Like I'll say like Army of Ghosts is like an 8. But Doomsday itself in entirety is like a 6 to 6.5. But it has more powerful moments.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yep. So 6.5 to a 7 for the whole thing, I would say.
Yeah, that's about right.
You too? Chris?
Me, I'd go probably as a whole, yes, probably 7.5. Yeah, like Army of Ghosts by itself is great. It's good. Then Doomsday, yeah. Doomsday is, it has a lot of like good small moments like packaged together. Like it's fine. It works fine as a finale, but it's not the best finale of RTD's run. So, but it still works. It's fine. I feel like that's the only way they could have just gotten rid of Rose.
Which I was glad for. I don't like Rose.
See, I liked Rose, but like it felt like that's kind of what it had to, what had to happen.
Contract when she's gone.
I originally loved Rose, but the more I watch it, season 2 is just not good, except for like a couple episodes in between. And by the end, I'm like, fucking instead of getting rid of her, shoot her. Like,
Jesus Christ, calm down.
My main problem is I'm not a big fan of romance for the Doctor, which I know is contradictory to how I feel about River Song and the Doctor. I feel like
the thing is, River Song works because it's not a normal relationship.
Yeah, this is
a very complicated
girl.
One. It's not played off as like, they're married, they're a married couple, but it's not played off like they're together forever, traveling together. Fucking in the TARDIS all the time, like that kind of like that. No, but
Ed Brewer, like I liked her. Season 1 is her best season for sure. I liked her as that, and I liked that the Doctor regenerated to a younger person for her. But season 2 was just not it. Her like the only good shit in season 2 was Impossible Planet, the Satan Pit. And like even their dichotomy in that as like a so-called couple played really well. And it didn't throughout the entire season wasn't good except for those episodes and the finale.
Shut up, Sean. Take that 2 and Jamie thing.
Amen.
No.
Baby. Amen.
Stop.
I will say I do like that Army of Ghosts sets up a reality check for Rose, that she's now essentially forcing herself to not forcing herself. She's now in this life that she will never leave. So one thing I'll give Doomsday credit for is that it gives her a reality check that she has to forcibly be removed from it. It's not like she chooses to. She has to be forced to removed out of this relationship because it's obviously not going to work.
Yeah.
But I'll say this though, her relationship with the Doctor was 1,000 times better than Clara and 12.
Yeah, because that's the whole point of Clara and 12's time together.
It wasn't supposed to be a relationship.
It wasn't supposed to be a relationship. They weren't good for each other. They were getting too close to being.
She should have died in a car accident.
Oh dear.
Just swap her out with Danny Pink.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say for Romana, and I'm sorry, Sean, I wasn't really yelling at you. I will say for Romana, you have to remember Tom Baker wanted his girlfriend in there, his wife.
I didn't see Four and Romana as a couple.
But no,
Four and Romana 1, no. They were just adventurous together, and then he's essentially showing another Time Lord there is more to being a Time Lord.
Yeah.
There's more than just the politics of Gallifrey.
And then Romana 2 is like,
okay. Romana 2 is like, okay, I've learned from this, and then, so she's more of like a reflection of the Doctor.
The only time I liked the Doctor in a relationship was 9 and Rose. And that's it. Because it was after the Time War, she kind of brought him out of like that PTSD sort of feeling and trauma. But besides that, I don't like the Doctor in a relationship to the point because he had a family. I like that idea of the Doctor saying, I already had my family. Why do I need another? I had my granddaughter. I had my daughter. I had my wife. Why do I need more? But they're gone now, and I have to live with that. You don't need more than that.
Ed Brewer, I like Amy. I do. I like her. She's got problems, but I like her.
Sean says 13 refers to 4 as settling down with the Time Lady in Scratchman.
Yeah.
I don't know. Aside from the obvious behind-the-scenes stuff where Tom Baker and Lila Ward were together, like for Romana 2, to be more specific, you could kind of see it, but I see it more as they're just a reflection of one another.
Yeah, but Scratchman was written by Tom Baker. So, of course...
Written by Tom Baker.
You know what I mean, but like at the same time, I think that's a little bias for writing, not like an objective viewpoint.
That's saying I could see a relationship between the two, but
they were going down gondolas together. Come on, man.
Like, did anyone else remember when Romana was regenerating and like she was going through different forms, and there's that lady who was tall but with like a big rack, and Tom Baker was like, nope, how about we go to someone else, and then it settled on who we got. Like, I think there was more of like a brother sister kind of vibe rather than like a relationship.
No. The Romana 2, like, yes, obvious behind the scenes stuff, but that leaked into the show. That dynamic, their relationship leaked into the show.
All right, maybe I watched too much Pornhub, but what I'm saying is I didn't see nothing.
Ed Brewer, I will say John Smith, it doesn't count as the Doctor in a relationship.
That's true.
Yeah, that's literally an entire different person for different reasons.
Yep.
And
by the way, I want another episode similar to that, like where he used the chameleon arc and like there's something tracking him. It would be cool to see another version of John Smith.
I don't need it now. It's already been done.
Yeah,
twice.
I mean,
Twice.
To be fair,
it's all
we've
been
seen
done.
Everything. Almost everything possible with Doctor Who.
I don't know. We're
it's
about to
okay
see for the first time the Doctor come back as his own incarnation, taking David Tennant returns as the 14th Doctor.
Amen, because that is
Actually, yeah,
awesome.
Sean says you got that with Fugitive of the Judo.
Oh, good God.
I'm not gonna lie though, like when David Tennant regenerates again, I will be fucking crying. Like
Unless
I will be
eye regeneration is
the
true.
final episode. I'm gonna have to have so much drinks and drugs to kind of like settle me down because I'm gonna be like,
On
he's
the
gone
air.
again. He's gone again. And Sean's just like, Jimmy, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
No, but you don't understand. Like, David Tennant was my doctor. Like, he'll forever be my doctor. He's the closest thing I have to. He's the biggest nostalgia I have. So yeah, it's gonna hurt to see him come back and then regenerate again. And he's probably gonna say like, "All right, I'm ready to go," which will fucking like all the nostalgia in the world will be flooding into my left hemisphere of my brain, and it's gonna be sad.
Regeneration is true.
But yeah, you're right. I probably will. You know what? That'd be a cool stream. You guys want to watch the final David Tennant episode on stream?
I can't promise that.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I will do it. I will do it.
Plus, it's not a good way to watch something the first time. Like for when we did it for the 50th, it was fine because we've seen it all before. We've seen it multiple times. But to watch something the first time on a stream is not. It's not a productive way of watching. You can't take it.
Never know.
I do.
It might be
On the Geeky Puppet Show, that's how we used to watch shows.
It might be even more because the fans, like the people watching it, might see shit we didn't see and put it in the comments, and then we get to react to it anyways.
Or they won't be watching because they're watching the episode and not watching the three guys watching the episode.
I mean, also we're in the U.S., so we'll see it a little bit later.
We're going to be watching it on Disney Plus, so it's not. It's really just a matter of when it releases on there, which we still don't have information about. BBC.
Yeah, what the fuck are we getting? Because it's still on HBO. I'm sorry.
No.
Max.
I don't know HBO. I only know Max now.
Yeah, it's on Max. So, and to be fair, I think Max has a fantastic setup streaming service. So seeing it on Disney Plus, what do you mean no?
Max has a good. They ruined HBO, which was already the best streaming service. HBO Max was the best.
It's
their interface
thing.
Mixing in with a trash load of content that nobody in their right mind wants to watch.
Yeah, but you're being biased. You don't want to watch it. There's a reason it's still being made is because people watch it.
Well, if you want to watch the Real Housewives of Miami, you go right ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying people watch it. It's still a really good interface and service. It's a good streaming service. It's better than Netflix. It's better than Disney Plus.
I mean, they get rid of more of their catalog. They get rid of so much of their catalog by choice, more than any other streaming service. I know Disney's started doing that recently too, but the HBO has done that 10 times over. They started it.
HBO gets rid of it?
Max, sorry. Zaslav says, goodbye. They got rid of a bunch of Cartoon Network shows off of the platform just to do it. Because you can't make write-offs off of something that's already been existing for years. They chose to get rid of it. They choose to cut content.
It's probably for a reason.
Yeah, they're run by an idiot. The Elon Musk of streaming services.
You're telling me the guy's an idiot. David Zaslav is an idiot.
Yes.
The guy who was so smart to where he made Discovery a single channel
By making
by
some
the
worst
entirety of
content
Warner
in
Bros.
existence.
He's still smarter than most. I'd take David Zaslav over the CEO of Netflix, the CEO of fucking Universal, the CEO of more than Bob Iger, and Kevin Feige and Kathleen Kennedy.
They aren't CEOs.
Yeah, but they lead fucking Lucasfilm and Marvel.
That's still different.
It's
There's
not. They're the head. They're the head of them.
of production companies. That's a different thing. David Zaslav is owning this content. He's fiddling around with it and saying, "Oh, I'll chuck you and you." Do you know how much lost content there is right now because of David Zaslav? He's chosen this.
Lost content.
Evil. Evil. Again, so many cartoons. The animation industry hates him because he is maniacal.
The animation industry doesn't make enough money because they don't. Because
You don't deserve to
watch
exist.
it,
Okay.
except for children and adults who watch My Little Pony.
Oh my God.
I'm being hyperbolic, but mainly children only watch cartoons.
Join us next week when Jimmy re-enters his wilderness era.
Are you kidding me though? Like, I'd rather have David Zaslav in charge than anyone else.
Then you are deeply misguided.
Really?
Yes.
Seems to me like he's fucking right most of the time. He's saying we don't have enough Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings content. He's right. We should have more.
Well, considering the Lord of the Rings content we just recently got, can you really say that? The Rings
That's
of Power,
a different
really?
fucking studio.
But it's what they allowed to be made. Warner Brothers allowed to be made.
That's not Warner Brothers. That's Amazon.
They own the filming rights, right?
The filming rights, not the TV rights. The show's based off the Second Age.
I understand that. But it's still Harry Potter I agree with.
I am entirely for new adaptations. I won't say I'll be upset about it, but I'm always up for new adaptations because that means we're getting new Lord of the Rings, new Harry Potter, new DC shit. I'm up for it.
I mean, he's killed a bunch of DC stuff, so I don't know if that's
Not true.
really...
All the movies that came out was before he took over.
I mean, Batgirl's gone.
Amen.
It was
Thank
a fully
God
made
that's
film.
gone.
That's
That's
not
a good choice.
situation.
Thank you,
You
Pixel,
never
for
saw it.
bringing that up. Thank you, Pixel, for bringing
Yeah.
that up because Supergirl was atrocious after the second season.
That was CW.
It's still owned by Warner Brothers.
Jimmy, you're spiraling.
What do you mean I'm spiraling? That's right.
Chris, take us out of here. Sweet Chris.
All right, that is it for this live stream. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Real quick.
What?
I'm back. I'll be back next week.
Okay.
I'm really happy I'm back. I had some time, to work on my mental health and stuff. I'm really happy I'm back because Doctor Who is my favorite thing to ever exist. But nothing in this world is better than having like a fun, awesome argument with Pixel.
You missed bitch fighting
Because
with me.
I love Pixel, but we disagree on a lot and we have fun arguments. And like we know it's like at the end of the day we're still friends and shit. So don't take anything like we'll be upset at each other because we'll be back next week with the same shit.
Same shit, different day.
Pixel, love you. Chris, love you. Connor from the 50%. Like he texts me once a week, like, "Hey, when are you gonna vacation here? Oh, sorry, when are you gonna holiday here in Australia?" I'm like, probably when I lose about 150 pounds, because my carry-on just happens to be my tits. So I just, yeah, it's fun. But I love both of you guys. I'm happy I'm back. I'll see you next week.
All right.
Geronimo, Alonzi.
Hey!
Geronimo.
Beat you both